I think one of the things that we've been doing at my house are thinking about, because we have this time to kind of take care of ourselves and take care of our home a little bit more, is coming up for some new ways to think about our family sustainability in our day-to-day lives. And so what are some practical ways that you think help kids and families tackle sustainability issues at home?
Sustainability is a very broad concept. It's not just about, not using plastic bags and saving water and saving energy. Sustainability is an all-encompassing concept and very broad for me, because people say, why are you covering that? That has nothing to do with climate change. Well, that's not what sustainability is. So to me, there are some basics to remember and reinforce. Like, now is a time to think about, what would it be like if we didn't have any water? Because now we know what it's like when we can't go out. And what would it be like if the lights went off? So there are those practical things of having gratitude for those things we have, and then ensure that we're practicing those good habits, because there's a reason why plastic bags are bad. They're bad for you to come in contact with them. They're bad for the environment. There's no upside. So remembering and reinforcing those concepts. But you as a family and us as a family, there have been some good things that have come out of this, really and truly. Other than happy hour, we planted a milkweed garden. We are calling it the butterfly garden. I have never done that. Never. And fortunately, we got the plants from Savano before the pandemic, the lockdown, but I still think you can get them. I'm not sure. I don't know. But we spent 2 days. I was not doing a lot of the heavy work. I can tell you that. I was more like the director. And minding the baby, because my granddaughter was here. But now we're waiting for the monarch butterflies. So we did something that's really good for the planet, because monarch butterflies are at risk. So it was very intentional. It wasn't just like planting flowers. And it was a project. And the girls were out there in their bikinis, cracking James and I up. And it was a 2-day family thing, because you had to, dig the holes and all that. The other thing we're doing, and I think this is the weirdest thing in the world, as a family, we always play games on vacation. We don't ever say, oh, let's go play games tonight.
Yep.
Because the worst thing you can do is stay glued to the TV. So we're playing games. And the other thing is, I would just the big fat liar. I do not care if I ever cook another thing for the rest of my life. And my family knows that. I cooked for like 25 years. And then one day I said, you know what? I don't really like chopping and bring to slow boil. It's just not my thing. And fortunately, I have a husband who's much better at it and who chops well, and my kids like it. So and I have older kids. I don't have any little kids, but we're still a family, and my daughter lives with us, and I have input, okay? I do have input.
You're the director.
I'm the director, and we're trying to find healthier things. We're using the Instapot more, really shaking it up. Yeah. And instead of like all of us, we call it grazing, really having mealtime. So have mealtime, clean up, and play a game. And I think those are some of the things that are really good. And a thing that we had to do as a family after like the first week is we really had to call each other out. TV time, because you can get addicted to the constant news stream, and it does anything to feed your soul.
Right.
Like at all. So we have a 30-minute Lester Holt time. We record it so we don't have to look at the commercials. And then it's either binge watching some wonderful things that we have thoroughly enjoyed and talk about, like the series Unorthodox that led to many conversations. So it's not been all bad. We don't feel totally cooped up, and yet we on each other's nerves, because that's called being human. But by and large, we're trying to focus on, hey, we like this. Why do we only play games on vacation?
Yeah.
So I think those are some things that any family can do.
Yeah, and one of the things that I'm always amazed at, being out here at camp, would be having conversations with students and finding out that one of their favorite parts of being out here was eating meals with their family and friends. Their parents would be chaperones,
Wow.
their friends would be, and they would sit around the table and they would talk and they would laugh and they would eat. And that socialization is, that's probably more memorable than any facts that I spew about energy use on our planet, or sitting around the campfire. You know, those are the things that they remember. And my sister is a middle school English teacher, and she was really amazed to find that some of the students that she was having challenges with at school in the classroom are actually doing better with virtual learning because their parents are paying attention and their parents are engaged in their learning for
Wow.
time in a lot.
Wow.
And that's just mind blowing to me. Again, it's another one of these unexpected silver linings. And you hope that it turns into something when it's over. But yeah, I think that communal mealtime is a big piece.